Welcome everyone. My name is Priscilla DeMiro. I'm the co-founder and the director for eAfrica Telecoms and the director and founder of the Connect 2. The topic of today is what is Artsec Productions. So join us while we speak to Mr. Vuyani Bila, who is the founder and the director for Artsec Productions, who also edited and directed The Golden in 2017 and also on Mzansi Magic Film Imizamo Yetu in 2018, and also edited in our award-winning student film which is called Fanboy in 2015. Okay, so let's hear more from Mr. Vuyani Bila. Welcome Vuyani, welcome to the Connect 2, and thank you for joining us on such short notice.
Such a pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Perfect. So Vuyani, who is Vuyani and what does he do?
Automatically I think I am a film lover before anything else. I just love the medium of film, and I'm also an entrepreneur as well. So that's what I am. I love the medium, and I also dabble in other things.
Okay.
That's who I am.
Awesome. Tell us about Artsec Productions.
Okay, so Artsec Productions is first and foremost a film house. We do exclusively films first, and then how we keep the lights on is we shoot corporate events and we do music videos, and there's so many other things that we do just to keep the lights on as per hustle, but we're a film house, and we just a bunch of creative collectives that like working together and creating, like, you know, films.
Mm-hmm. What is so unique about Artsec Productions? Because I do believe there are many production companies out there.
Okay, what makes us unique is that we have this tagline going around in the office that we are young, right? We represent the youth. And we're not young in age, we're young in spirit, meaning that we always look at things from a new cinematic lens, something new, something fresh. That's what we feel like we are. What also makes us unique is that our geographical standpoint, being based in Pretoria, one of the few production companies based in Pretoria.
Yeah.
That's what we are. And also the creatives that we work with. So that's what makes us unique, I think.
Okay. And what is your mission with Artsec Production?
Mission. Okay, so because I'm a film historian, like I like looking at film from like where it began, like that's one of my hobbies, to like just study cinema history. I want Artsec. I see Artsec as like one of the first film studios in South Africa. I say that in respect to knowing that there are a few, but they aren't really studio hubs that actors and directors can go to and really pitch an idea and come up with, I don't know, The Matrix, come up with, give Hitchcock the budget to create Psycho, Rear View Mirror, and so on. If people want to make films here, we go to the NMVF, and that's not a studio house. So you get what I'm saying? That's like a government funding. Yeah. So essentially all of our films are state owned, which is not how other industries were made, whether it be Nollywood, Bollywood, or even Hollywood. There's entities that fund the studio system out there. So I want to be a studio. Artsec wants to be a studio.
A studio.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. What made you choose this type of adventure, and what was your key?
Okay. How long do we have? Look, it was just a love for the medium from a young age. My dad would bring cassettes. I remember the first time Jurassic Park was brought to my house in cassette form. I remember the first time The Lion King was brought to my house, and Harry Potter and so on. So the love for film started there.
Okay.
Just just unconsciously, I used to even watch television and I'd know what time it was just from whatever program was playing. You know, I know what's playing all around the clock. So that was just something that was brought up. And then in high school, we used to have hobbies,
Okay.
write things, right? And then after that, I saw film as an extension to that hobby, from writing to writing films.
Oh, okay, interesting. Because you've edited quite a few films, how do you build a successful viewership?
Ooh, tricky. That's a tricky question. In South Africa, we still stay in the market. I know a couple of colleagues of mine that are still writing theses on how to distribute in South Africa.
Okay.
A couple of short films of mine were also taken to a couple of independent distributors. But what we see, depending on what your reach, how you want to reach your audience, whether you want to go direct to market or you want to go through state-owned entities like SABC and Mzansi Magic. It depends on what type of impact you want to do. But I personally think direct to market, still selling your DVD on the street would work, because that's how Nollywood was built.
Okay.
And Artsake is heavily kind of invested in that theology, even though we haven't had the opportunity to do that, because we always distribute through film festivals and now through Mzansi and whatnot, but we want to go hit the streets. There's no shame in that, and that's money direct to you. You're cutting the middleman.
Yeah. For our viewers out there, you know, they have this business ideas and they want to start up a business, and you know, maybe they're struggling with finding a proper name for their business. How did you come up with the name Artsake Productions?
Okay, the name came organically. So by the time we got to third year, and I was working with a couple of people that I had now known, I felt like, you know, we were making organic work and we were making art, not just for money or whatever, and we were making it for art's sake.
Oh.
We were making art for art's sake, and it came organically. And luckily at that time I was listening to propaganda who said, art for your heartache, art for art's sake. And I was like, oh snap, that's dope. So every film poster that we make, I had convinced my crew to be like, make it art for art's sake. And they loved it. And then when I came to register the thingy, turns out art for art's sake had been patented. So it became Artsake Productions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Just to also find out, what are your responsibilities as the founder and the director for Artsake? Your responsibilities.
Okay. As an independent production company, right now, wait, it's very unfair. I was about to say everything. No, it would be unfair to my fellow colleagues in the office. Right now, I'm at a more of an executive overseer position. I let the young guys do their thing. We have a head editor, Ebenezer, inside studio. We have producers, Tati, and some and researchers like Mpondo. Right now, what I do, I oversee stories, film stories, and deal with client, and do the pitches. Some of the backbone stuff of editing and is now, unfortunately, the things that I loved and the things that I started in the company with, being to edit, being to take videos and so on, I no longer have the luxury to do them. I have to now step more and run the business side, because bills have to be paid, people have to be paid. So I have to deal with clients, and I'm more on the phone more than anything else these days.
Okay, so you're more like a salesperson at the same time.
It's, you see, but I still get on. I still write, and whenever we do films, I still edit. Like story, when it comes to story, I edit. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
And what motivates you?
What motivates me? Old Hollywood. Okay. The way it's like a romantic love story I have with them. They were doing some wrong things, But the notion of that, they started and they were churning out movies like crazy. You can look, whether it be, I hate this guy, D.W. Griffith, he was a racist, but just look at the work ethic. He had done like 140 films by the time he had passed. You can look at who else? Steven Spielberg. He's like when New Hollywood came in, but like he has just so much movie credits, it's insane. So those sort of like people, those sort of work ethics, pumping, just keep pumping content out, keep pumping it out. That inspires me. So a lot of old fun, but also what also inspires me is hunger.
Hunger.
Yeah, I don't want to be hungry. So that also inspires me.
Well, I think you've covered, because I was about to ask you who has been your greatest inspiration. Spike Lee.
I have top five, right? Not in any particular order. I would say Spike Lee, Martin Scorsese. He enters, even though it's a cliche, Steven Spielberg. And Scorsese, I love him a lot. I didn't emphasize Scorsese enough. Tarantino, and who else? I need to name someone left field, hey? I'm gonna say David Fincher.
David Fincher. What downfall or setback have you ever come across in your life and journey as a whole till now? Because I'm sure our viewers would like to know more about,
I would say not following my dreams. I got rejected from film school at a very early age, and I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I spent the next year studying something I don't want to study, and it was a miserable academic year, a fantastic personal year, but at the end, like, it was my first failure ever in life, and I couldn't stand failing. So it was hard to take, and I had to grab destiny by my own hands and do a film by myself without knowing how to do a film. So just that journey of saying, you know what, I know what I want, I'm gonna sacrifice, and that was one. It sounds very shallow, but it's a very double-edged sword in a sense that it's very small in idea but deep in thought.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's about following your dreams at the end of the day.
And how was your comeback from that?
The comeback was
what got you pumped up, motivated again to keep pushing and be resilient?
What motivated me by the time I got accepted. I'm not going to tell long stories anymore. So I went back, I faced my fears of rejection, and I applied to the very same film school or whatever, and I got accepted even though I had a horrible interview. But that year I worked my ass off to a point where assignments were due in June. I did that like 3 days after they gave me, or a day after they gave me, and I was done in 3 days.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So, needless to say, that year I directed the documentary I directed, and my team won the award for first year. So I came back strong, and I got like distinctions and all that.
So did I ask you, how do you define success?
How do I define? Ooh, that's a nice one. You know, these are like philosophical questions. How do I define success? In many little ways. Like, as I was telling you off screen, I was like, dude, if you can, at the stage that you're at right now, you can meet these certain things, certain demands of a human being, like, that's success. Like, you achieved that. Like, and we don't, you know, sometimes we're too hard on ourselves. We don't pat ourselves on the back enough with these little things. Because these little things are the ones that lead to bigger things. So how do I define success? Man, if you living the dream, and the dream being you are happy doing what you do every day and you wouldn't replace it for anything else, I think you won.
And did I ask you, how do you define success?
How do I define? Ooh, that's a nice one. You know, these are like philosophical questions. How do I define success? In many little ways. Like, as I was telling you off screen, I was like, dude, if you can, at the stage that you're at right now, you can meet these certain things, certain demands of a human being, like that's success. Like you achieved that. Like you on your, and we don't, you know, sometimes we're too hard on ourselves. We don't pat ourselves at the back enough with these little things, because these little things are the ones that lead to bigger things. So how do I define success? Man, if you living the dream, and the dream being you are happy doing what you do every day and you wouldn't replace it for anything else, I think you won.
And what would you say are the top 3 skills needed to be a successful entrepreneur or in anything one is doing in life?
First is discipline. That's top of the list. If you have no discipline, you're as good as dead. Because if you can't discipline yourself, you know, sometimes as an entrepreneur, you use your home as your office. Not even sometimes. If you don't come from privilege, that's the situation. So you need that discipline to say, this is work time. This is, you know, and it's very hard to separate work with home when you're at home. You get what I'm saying? So you need discipline and genuinely follow up on discipline. Second of all would be okay. I'm gonna say I don't think this is in my top 3, but it's coming to my mind for some reason, and that's time management. Yeah.
That one is also important.
Yo, man, there's something I value more than money. As an entrepreneur, as a human being, and I keep telling people each and every day, I value on top of money. It's money's here and this is here, and that is time. Because I can, like, if you stole 1,005 from me right now, or I don't know, whatever amount you stole from me right now, I could make that back. Like, there's a possibility that I can make that back. Now, if you stole my time, like, that's something God gave me. I can't make that back. So you like, you know, that's why when I click on your YouTube channel, I'm investing something more than money. I'm investing my time. You get what I'm saying? So give me my worth if I'm investing in this conversation or whatever. Like I value time.
Okay,
that's 2. I don't know about the 3rd one, hey?
Okay, I'm sure you'll think of one and then you'll come back to it later. What has been your most satisfying moments ever since you started Art Sex production?
Oh gosh. You see, now I have to go back to film again. The alchemy of film is like, it's such a beautiful thing to see something you wrote at home or wherever, right? And then seeing all these components come together and the magic just flourishing and coming together, and you never believe it, and then you see it on the big screen for the first time. The first time I saw my film inside the cinema, that was like, yeah, it was beautiful. And the first time I saw my film on TV.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
That is
that's my name, and I was there when that was made, so that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. One thing you would change in your life if you had just to?
Everything.
Listen to him. Why everything?
Man, I would go back to primary school and just like get out of my shell. I would get out of my shell more and I would worry less.
Okay. Just in closing on our few questions, what tricks have you discovered to keep you focused and productive?
Reading, audiobooks. I consume a lot of audiobooks. You find that listening to other people's knowledge, like there was a saying that was said to me, I think I was in primary school or early high school, during assembly. I was one of the few that listened. That, you know, a wise man learns from other people's mistakes, and a fool wants to make his own mistakes. So I grab as much wisdom as I can from other people, and that comes from books, audiobooks, listen to lives lived. Other people have more wisdom than you. That's true, because they have more years in it.
So Vuyani, as you know, the whole purpose and the main objective for the Connect 2 YouTube channel is to help our young brothers and sisters out there who have business ideas, who wants to go into the entrepreneurship world. So they don't know where to start, they don't have the information, they don't have people to assist them with information. So the whole purpose for this is to help them. Not only, you know, kids from high school, but also we have, you know, unemployed, qualified, you know, graduates who are still looking for work. You know, so we're saying, why don't you take the knowledge that you got from school and apply it in your own life? You know, maybe if you're a doctor, you can, you know, open up your own surgery. If you did economics, you can, you know, channel it into whatever you started in. But, you know, these guys, they don't know where to start, how to even register your business, you know, even coming up with the business name. Hence, I was asking you those questions to say, where did it come from, you know, and how did you come up with At6 Productions? How did Priscilla come up with Africa Telecoms? You understand?
Okay.
So
professional name, by the way.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'll answer it this way. Now, there's this thing that a lot of entrepreneurs like to say, which is, it's a cool thing to say, but it's the absolute truth, which is just start. I've been in a lot of circles where I get to witness, like, a lot of the youth that we interview in South Africa, where we ask them, do you have an idea of a business? And then they'd be like, yes. And have you registered a business? And like 70 to 80% of the time, it's always like, no. Look, a lot of people, it's like when I'm gonna invest in a person, or when let's say a venture capitalist is going to invest, whether it be people from Shark Tank or whatever, get over it, and it's like, dude, we're not going to invest in your idea. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us, everybody has an idea. Have you started?
Startup entrepreneurs, like, you know, someone who's already started, what words of advice would you say?
Hang in there. No, on a serious note, just keep strong. If you know where you're going, if you the only, that's why I found this so hard to ingest in my company, where I had to put in those whatever hours, whether it be 7 hours, and I found myself resenting other people, whether it be 12-hour work days, blah blah blah, and I find myself resenting other people. Then I learned, oh no, I'm the one with the dream. I'm the one that I know where this is supposed to be. Other people don't have that dream, and you have to be the person that works harder than all of them to get to that destination. You have to know what it takes to get there. So you, the one with the dream, work harder and don't hate other people for it. Take responsibility. Be accountable. Yeah, that's really, it's tough things I had to learn by myself. That you're the one with the dream, bro. You're the one with the vision. So put in that extra hours.
So in closing, what do you want to say about At6 to our viewers? People don't know At6 Productions. Where can they find you? Yes.
So on Instagram, we on arts_sake_productions. Follow us on YouTube primarily because we're doing fantastic work over there. We currently on busy with a series called Young, Wild and Free, created by Ebenezer. We have SA Box Office over there. You can catch up on those episodes. On YouTube, Arts Say Productions. Follow us on, you can email us if you want to email us on info@artsake.co.za. And yeah, that's basically that. Artsake is a film house. We do films, really great films. You should check it out. Email us if you want to, collaborate. We're still open and we're still young.
What tricks have you discovered to keep you focused and productive?
Reading, audiobooks. I consume a lot of audiobooks. You find that listening to other people's knowledge, like there was a saying that was said to me, I think I was in primary school or early high school, during assembly. I was one of the few that listened. That, a wise man learns from other people's mistakes, and a fool wants to make his own mistakes. So I grab as much wisdom as I can from other people, and that comes from books, audiobooks, listen to lives lived. Other people have more wisdom than you. That's true because they have more years in it.
So Vuyani, as you person, the main objective for the Connect 2 YouTube channel is to help our young brothers and sisters out there who have business ideas, who wants to go into the entrepreneurship world. So they don't know where to start, they don't have the information, they don't have people to assist them with information. So the whole purpose for this is to help them. Not only, kids from high school, but also we have, unemployed, qualified, graduates who are still looking for work. So we say, why don't you take the knowledge that you got from school and apply it in your own life? Maybe if you're a doctor, you can, open up your own surgery. If you did economics, you can, channel it into whatever you studied in. But, these guys, they don't know where to start, how to even register your business, even coming up with the business name. Hence, I was asking you those questions to say, where did it come from, and how did you come up with Artsakes Productions? How did Priscilla come up with Africa Telecoms? You understand?
Okay.
So
professional name, by the way.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'll answer it this way. Now, there's this thing that a lot of entrepreneurs like to say, which is, it's a cool thing to say, but it's the absolute truth, which is just start. I've been in a lot of circles where I get to witness a lot of the youth that we interview in South Africa, where we ask them, do you have an idea of a business? And then they'd be like, yes. And have you registered a business? And like 70 to 80% of the time, it's always like, no. Look, a lot of people, it's like when I'm gonna invest in a person, or when let's say a venture capitalist is going to invest, whether it be people from Shark Tank or whatever, get over it, and it's like, dude, we're not going to invest in your idea. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us, everybody has an idea. Have you started?
Startup entrepreneurs, like, someone who's already started, what words of advice would you say?
Hang in there. No, on a serious note, just keep strong. If you know where you're going, that's why I found this so hard to ingest in my company, where I had to put in those whatever hours, whether it be 7 hours, and I found myself resenting other people, whether it be 12-hour work days, blah blah blah, and I find myself resenting other people. Then I learned, oh no, I'm the one with the dream. I'm the one that I know where this is supposed to be. Other people don't have that dream, and you have to be the person that works harder than all of them to get to that destination. You have to know what it takes to get there. So you're the one with the dream, work harder, and don't hate other people for it. Take responsibility.
And be accountable.
Be accountable. Yeah, that's really, it's tough things I had to learn by myself. That you're the one with the dream, bro. You're the one with the vision. So put in that extra hours.
Thanks to our viewers, people who don't know Art6 Productions, where can they find you? Yes.
So on Instagram, we on arts_sake_productions. Follow us on YouTube primarily because we're doing fantastic work over there. We currently on busy with a series called Young, Wild and Free, created by Ebenezer. We have SA Box Office over there. You can catch up on those episodes. On YouTube, Art6 Productions. Follow us on, you can email us if you want to email us on info@artsake.co.za. And yeah, that's basically that. Art6 is a film house. We do films, really great films. You should check it out. Email us if you wanna, collaborate. We're still open and we're still young.
Thank you very much to Mr. Vuyani Bila for gracing us with his presence and for joining us. And just sharing his journey with us as to why he started and what motivated him and what keeps him going. We'll be here, same time, same place next week for our next guest on the Connect 2 YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.